check the audio just in case we don't have that echo again. Thanks a lot. We are live here at William Blount High School getting set for Region 2 semifinal round action. The Oak Ridge High School Wildcats taking on the Bearden Bulldogs in an elimination ball game. The Wildcats saw the Lady Wildcats last night in their season at the hands of the Farragut Lady Admirals. The Wildcat boys trying to avoid the same fate and move on to a championship game on Thursday. Ben George, you have more information about tonight's game.
Thanks, David. Tonight's matchup is between the Oak Ridge Wildcats at 24-7, the number 1 seed, versus the Bearden Bulldogs, 27-7, and the number 2 seed. Tonight, the Wildcats try to reach the region championship game for the first time since losing to tonight's opponent, Bearden, back in the 2021 region championship game. The Wildcats have won 20 region championships since their first one back in 1958, but haven't won one since 2017 when they beat Bearden. The Bulldogs have been a fixture in the title game over the past several years, winning championships in 2018, 21, and 22. In the past 50 years, Bearden has also won region titles in 1982, 93, 94, 95, 2001, 2002, 2006, 2009, 2010, and 2011. Oak Ridge head coach Aaron Green has won 3 region titles beginning in 2013, then 2016 and 2017. To get to another championship game, though, the Wildcats have to get past this always tough Bearden Bulldogs team. Bearden is 27-7 on the season. Their schedule has been very similar to Oak Ridge in terms of strength of schedule. Their losses to Fulton once, West twice, Greenville, regular season District 4 champion Maryville, and the District 4 tournament champion William Blount twice. Bearden is an elite defensive team and can carry the shooting game, shooting the 3-ball well as well. The key player to watch tonight is Justin Nordine. He can score and gets after it on defense. Drew Brilhart and Brody Smith will also pose a problem for the Wildcats tonight. Brody Smith, let's mention that as well, is the son of former NFL tight end Lee Smith, and like his dad, has a tight end's body. He and Cooper Williams should be fun to match up to watch tonight. And Bearden is coached by Jeremy Parrott, whose son is Drew Parrott, who will also see some time in tonight's matchup off the bench. He's also their starting quarterback on the football team, to also mention that as well. And one interesting piece of trivia, William Blount's head coach, Kevin Wendell, also is a son that plays for his team, but he's not a bench player. He's a Mr. Basketball semifinalist, and Caden Wendell. The winner of this game will take on the winner of William Blount and Maryville, which will be played right after our game tonight. The loser ends their season here, and the winner will also get a Monday sub-state game against an Upper East Tennessee team. The remaining teams in there include Jefferson County, Sevier County, Morristown East, and Morristown West. Absent are the usual suspects from there that seem to make sub-state every year. That's Dobbins, Bennett, and Science Hill, and both those teams unfortunately lost on Saturday. Oak Ridge reached this game because of a hard-fought 90-75 win over the West High Rebels, and it took all 32 minutes to defeat the underrated, very athletic team that finished second in the regular season to Maryville this year. Both top seeds ended up losing semifinal games, which resulted in a Bearden versus William Blount championship game. William Blount defeated Bearden in the championship game to reach this semifinal round. The Wildcats are trying to reach the sectional round for the first time since 2001, when they lost to Bearden in the region's finals, but defeated Dobbins Bennett in the sub-state to advance to the state tournament that year. Oak Ridge lost the region title game in 2022. 2020 also, I should put that, but also advanced to the state tournament by beating Science Hill. but the Wildcats need a win tonight to have a chance to make it to the state tournament. Win tonight, and they'll be guaranteed 2 more games. Since 2013, either Oak Ridge, Bearden, or both have been in the region title game 9 out of the 10 years, with last year being the first year during this time when both were eliminated before the championship. Region champion Carnes ended Oak Ridge's season last year, while Bearden was eliminated by William Blunt. This season, Bearden is an impressive 11-2 on neutral floors, with their only 2 losses coming to Fulton at Johnson City and last week to William Blunt at Maryville. Oak Ridge is 7-3 on neutral courts, with losses to Harlan, Kentucky, and Dorman, South Carolina at the Arby's Classic, and to Columbia, Georgia in the Bahamas over the Thanksgiving break. Oak Ridge's other losses were to Hamilton Heights, Austin East, Fulton, and Carnes. All but the Carnes game were home losses. Tonight, the state will be whittled down to the final 16 4A teams in the state. The winners advance and the losers are done. The sectional round is a 1-game scenario, with the winner of the championship playing at home while the loser travels. Possible sectional opponents come from the upper East Tennessee region, and they include Sevier County, Jefferson County, Morristown West, and Morristown East. Tonight, the Wildcats need to win to advance. Tonight's game is on 92.7 FM, and thanks to donations from longtime Oak Ridger Randy Myers, we're streaming tonight's game on our YouTube channel, Prep Radio, and we're also on prepradio.com and channel 1082. We thank Randy for his support of Oak Ridge sports as a player, a father, and lifetime supporter. In addition to the donation in this game, it's also sponsored in part by the Fox Insurance Group, Jamie Brooks for Anderson County Chancellor, the Oak Ridge Utility District, Washboard Wash and Fold, the Knoxville Orthopedic Clinic, TN Bank of Oak Ridge, Main Street Lofts, Laura Lynn Green of State Farm Insurance, and Mike Kelly with Betsy Coleman Realty. We're live here on prepradio.com and Oak Ridge Schools Television 1082, and streaming tonight's game live on our YouTube channel, Prep Radio. It's time for a break, and we'll be back to the semifinal round of the Region 2 tournament in 3 minutes. You're listening to Oak Ridge Basketball on Prep Radio.
David Clary back here along with Mark and Shauna Hayes. Ethan Eubanks is with us, Ben George, TJ Hibben as well. The Wildcats warming up down below, getting set to take on the Bearden Bulldogs. Last night, Mark, we were at Bearden High School as the Lady Wildcats were defeated by Farragut, ending their season. Always a sad night. Hopefully it won't be two nights in a row. To make sure we're happy at the end of the night, we have to win this ball game, and that assures Oak Ridge of two more ball games.
Yeah, I certainly hope so. You know, it's kind of it's a hard pill to swallow when one of your teams loses, David, and you just want the boys to go as far as they can now, and I think they got a real shot at it. I mean, the boys are playing really well. You know, they went through a kind of a lull when they lost Brennan, but I think they've recovered from that.
I was watching before you all got here. The guys came out on the floor, and I was watching Brennan shoot. He still has it. That's the sad part about it. I mean, that guy can hit three-pointers like no other. Unfortunately, as we've talked about during the course of the year, his basketball career at Oak Ridge sidelined by a heart issue, and much more important for his long-term full life than to play basketball. But I know he'd want to be out on the floor here tonight.
Oh yeah, there's no doubt. I mean, trust me, I love sports, and I know you do too, David. But there's more important things in life than just sports. So I'm glad that they found out early on, and so that didn't have a situation like you hear, some children in college.
Like I said, the two teams are warming up down below. What we know about this Bearden team, they are an excellent defensive team. They do not have what you would call a high-scoring offense. They rely on their defense for the most part. They like to play man-to-man, which I think in some aspects kind of favors Oak Ridge. We like to go against man-to-man as opposed to the zone. But what I've been told by just about everybody, their defense is really, really good, much like we saw Farragut. So don't expect 90 points to be scored tonight.
Yeah, I was just thinking, David. I mean, sounds a lot like what we saw last night. I mean, we talked about it. Farragut's defense was just, in my opinion, exceptional. And I love watching a good defense. I'm not sure I like watching it against my team, but I'm excited for this game tonight. Ready to get it tipped off.
Crowd is filing in. I think we're going to have a tremendous crowd, mainly for the second ball game, right. Honestly, Mark, because Maryville is taking on William Blount in an elimination ball game, and those are bitter rivals, I guess, in all sports. So that's where the crowd's going to be. We have a good crowd of Oak Ridge people here, but nothing like what they're going to have in the second game.
Yeah, and it wouldn't surprise me, David, if because the other two teams are, all from the same district, that the home crowd, being the William Blount Governors fans, would be rooting for us. I would think that they would want us to play and not Bearden.
Although, what would happen? Here's a scenario that could happen is I need to get a break in. Why don't we go ahead, take it. What I was going to say, if Oak Ridge were to win this game tonight and William Blount were to lose, we'd be at home on Thursday in the championship game. So as the Bearden Bulldogs, that's them making a little noise. We're about to have the national anthem. The ROTC is already getting ready. It's Oak Ridge and Bearden in the semifinals. We'll be back for the tip-off in 3 minutes.
state of Tennessee. It's now time to introduce the starting lineups. First, for the away team, the Bearden Bulldogs. Number 1, King Hubbard. Number 10, Justin Nordine. Number 23, Drew Brillhart. Number 24.
Welcome back once again to the William Blount High School. The starting lineups are being introduced by the PA announcer, but your voice is so much smoother, Mark. Why don't you run down the starters?
Thank you very much, David. Starting for the Bearden Bulldogs, they're going to come out with number 1, King Hubbard. Number 10, Justin Norden. Number 23, Drew Brillhart. Number 24, Jamichael Blair. And number 55, Brody Smith. Wildcats will come out with their traditional starting lineup. That'll be number 2, Shamar Green, followed by number 5, Garrett Giles. Number 11, Raekwon Watson. Number 20, Caden Brightheart. And number 35, Cooper Williams.
Thanks a lot, Mark. We appreciate that. Appreciate that as the two teams are rolling out. The Lady Wildcats lost their ball game, as we mentioned yesterday. Their season is done. The Wildcats trying to extend their season here tonight. Wildcats are the home team. They are wearing their all-white jerseys with Cardinal. The Bearden Bulldogs wearing predominantly black jerseys with maroon. And we're about to get set from William Blount High School. Two teams don't play very much, never play really in the regular season, but they do play, it seems like, almost every year in the postseason, Mark.
Yeah, it really does, David. You know, it's not unusual for us to go to Bearden in the off season. We're playing Bearden, we're just not at Bearden. We were last night, though.
Brody Smith against Shamar Green, and we are underway here at William Blount High School. The Wildcats have the basketball. With it will come Raekwon Watson. Ray thought about driving one-on-one all the way to the hole, goes in with a shot, good. Good start for the Wildcats as Ray scores the first 2 points of the game, and here come the Bulldogs down the floor. The Wildcats put on the press. They get the ball across the line. They set a trap. They work the ball top of the key. With the basketball will come Silva. They work the ball to Brody Smith against Cooper. Wants to shoot, blocked away by Shamar Green. Taken away by Cooper Williams. Here come the Wildcats down the floor. Brody Smith, incidentally, is Lee Smith's son, former NFL player. As the Wildcats go inside, missed the shot, rebounded out of bounds, almost saved away by the Bearden Bulldogs. They're moving right to left if you're listening to us on FM 92.7. 7:10 to play in the first quarter, just underway, 2-0 Wildcats. With the basketball, they get it into Smith once again. He wanted to go one-on-one against Cooper, cannot do so. Kicks the ball back out for a 3 by Blair. It's up good. 3-point shot by Jermichael Blair, and the Wildcats trail it by a score of 3-2. 6 minutes, 51 seconds to play in the first quarter. Ray dribbles around a screen, goes in, kicks it out. 3-pointer, Caden Brightheart, no good. Cooper's got the rebound. He's fouled. Fouled on the back as he went up for the rebound. Not a shooting violation because they fouled him before. It'll be good ball movement there by the Wildcats. Unfortunately, though, Caden missed the 3-point shot.
I really like that. I mean, Raekwon did a great job penetrating the lane on the right side and then dished it out way to the left as Raekwon takes a 3. No good. Rebounded by Caden.
Wildcats then throw it back in the rear court. I think that Caden thought he was going to give it to Cooper. It's a backcourt violation, and the Wildcats turned the ball over. Wildcats doing some good work on the glass here. 3-2 our score, 6:32 to play in the first quarter. It'll be Bearden basketball underneath the goal. They're wearing black jerseys, as I mentioned. What's it about all these black jerseys with the darker numbers? It's hard to see as they work the ball into Brody Smith. He hands it off right side to King Hubbard. Hubbard, top of the key, works the ball once again to Smith. They work the ball to number 23, unable to shoot, swings the ball top of the key. Once again at the midcourt circle, driving backwards with the basketball is the junior King Hubbard. To number 10, that's Justin Nordine. Nordine works it out for another 3. It's up, no good. Rebounded by Garrett Giles. Wildcats wanting to run. Giles down the middle of the floor. Waits, then drives, pulls up, 5-footer, no good. And a foul is going to be called on the floor again against the Bearden Bulldogs as Shamar was shoved as he went to try to get the rebound. Wildcats getting good movement down the floor. Couldn't get that shot to fall. Caden Brightheart will work the ball in for the Wildcats. Caden works it into Ray, immediately attacks to the top of the key. See if they give him a 3. No, Coach Parrott, good coach. Well scouting there, should be almost as the Wildcats, Garrett Giles with it. Caden Brightheart lost the ball. Couple turnovers already for Caden as they work the ball in for a little 10-footer. It's good. Can't turn the ball over in big-time games, and the Wildcats trail it by a score of 5-2. Here comes Oak Ridge down the floor. With the basketball will come Ray to Garrett Giles. Garrett drives in, lost the dribble, saved on the floor, and knocked out of bounds. Another turnover for the Wildcats.
Our feet have gotten too big, David. I mean, we've had 2 straight possessions where the ball just went off our own feet.
Here comes the Bulldogs down the floor. They lead by 3, 5-2 the score. The good news is the Wildcats are getting some good looks, but they've got to hold on to the ball as they lob the ball in for a shot. No good. Rebound to Bearden. Back up, blocked. Taken away by Ray. The Wildcats on a 3-on-2. Ray drives all the way to the hole. Oh, blocked by Brody Smith. No contact, they say. It'll be Oak Ridge basketball. 5-2 our score. 5:10 to play first quarter here from William Blount High School. Region 2 semifinal round game as the Wildcats working into Caden Brightheart. Drives in for the layup.
Nice.
Good. Caden scores just too quick. Got around the left side. And Oak Ridge trails by 1. 5-4 the score. Here come the Bulldogs down the floor. With it will come Jermichael Blair. He almost throws the ball away. Saved on the floor by Justin Nordine. He's their best player as he's picked up defensively by Oak Ridge's Raekwon Watson. He goes back door. They get a little 8-footer. It's up. No good. Rebound to Bearden. They'll reset once again. They try to work the ball inside. They do. Here comes number 24. He drives in for the shot. No good. Foul's going to be called against Oak Ridge. Jermichael Blair is the man fouled. He'll go to the free throw line.
Garrett Giles picked up his first personal foul, David. First team foul for the Wildcats.
4:38 to play first quarter. It's a 1-point Bearden lead. 5-4 the score. To the free throw line will go Blair. Yet to score in the ball game. Dribbles a couple times. Takes a good while. Looks like he's a lefty. Puts the shot up. He is a lefty. His shot is no good. He'll have another one. 4:38 to play first quarter. He has 3 points, Mark says. Back to the line once again will go Blair. The lefty takes a long time at the free throw line. Forever, in fact. Puts it on its way up there. Good. 2-point game. The Wildcats trailing 6-4. Here comes Ray down the floor for the Wildcats. Wildcats with it. Ray penetrates the paint. Cannot shoot. Backs it up, though. Looks to Shamar. Will not drive. Now Ray stops. Lost his dribble. Picks it up and backs it up to the midcourt line. Wildcat basketball. Caden Brightheart with the basketball. He dribbles in, spins at the free throw line, and walks for the basketball. 3 turnovers in the ballgame so far for Caden Brightheart.
Yeah, a rough night for him so far, David. And he's going to be, one thing we know about him, he's very critical of himself.
6-4 the score. The Wildcats trailing by 2. Nordine with the basketball. Stutter steps as he brings the ball down the floor. To King Hubbard it goes. To the big guy, Smith, who lost the ball for a second. Almost a deflection and steal by Garrett Giles. They get a 3 off. It's no good. Rebound, Caden Brightheart. Wildcats quickly to Ray. Pulls up three-pointer. No good. Wildcats, that's kind of a quick shot. He didn't really get a chance to plant. Bearden by 2 with the ball. They dribble in. Shot. Good. They score off the glass. The Wildcats have got to get the ball inside to Cooper Williams. Wildcats, I don't think he's had many touches already.
No, I don't think he has, David. He had an attempt at a rebound, but I think he even missed that.
Caden Brightheart for 3, way off the mark. Ball is rebounded by Brody Smith. Down the floor, you can look at Caden's body language right now, and Coach Green's trying to encourage him. Wildcats down by 4, 8-4 the score. With the basketball will come the Bulldogs. With it will come King Hubbard, works the ball inside for an easy shot. Good. Way too easy. They play such good defense on the other end. The Wildcats are down 6. Got to get the ball inside. As the Wildcats work the ball in, here comes Oak Ridge driving the baseline. Another turnover. Ray turns it over on the baseline. Wildcats have turned the ball over a ton. As they work for a 3, almost a walk there. Nordine backs it up. Picked up defensively out high by Shamar Green. He swings the ball left side over. It goes to Blair. Blair holds the ball. Gives it up. They're going to drive in. Get a shot off. Good. 3-pointer. And the Wildcats have to call a timeout. Wildcats are down 9. 2:37 to play first quarter. Primarily, Mark, because they've turned the ball over so many times.
Yeah, they really have. And I'll tell you this, too, David. Jermichael Blair has all but 2 of their points. He has 11 of their 13 points.
Timeout was asked for. We are live at William Blount High School semifinal round action. The winner advances to play the winner of the second game tonight, William Blount and Marable. That crowd already filing in. Wildcats have, I think, I know it's going to be a tough assignment inside for Cooper against Brody Smith because he's a big dude, wide body guy, tight end body just like his dad as Price Davis comes in. But the Wildcats have got to get the ball inside. That's where their strength is.
Yeah, they do. You know, we need Cooper Williams. We also need Shamar Green in there banging around and get some rebounds.
We got to get them the ball for one thing, and we've turned the ball over way too much. Raekwon Watson with the basketball, gives it over to Garrett Giles. Three-pointer, boy, they need it. No good. Rebound, Price had it, and then he runs out of bounds with it because he lost his balance. Wildcats have got to get their perimeter game going. I kind of mentioned I thought the keys were going to be Cooper inside, Garrett on the outside to get the perimeter. Wildcats have had some open looks. They haven't been able to knock them down. Here come the Bulldogs moving right to left. They lead Oak Ridge comfortably in the first quarter. With the basketball will come King Hubbard. He comes right side to Parrott. Around the baseline, they work the ball top of the key. Here's another three. That one's short. On the rebound, Ray. Raekwon Watson down the floor. The Wildcats need offense. Ray for three. No good. Quit shooting the threes. If it's open, do it. And it was open. As they get a three off, it's no good. Rebound, out of bounds, should be Oak Ridge's ball. Actually, it was actually touched, I think, by Brody
it went
Smith.
off 55.
And I think they're gonna. Well, nope, they didn't switch it. I thought Smith actually was the one who touched it, but Wildcats have got to quit firing the threes up, Mark.
Yeah, we're 0 for 6 so far, David.
With the basketball will come Bearden, trying to work the ball in. Yet to do it. Now they do, and it comes to Brody Smith, one-on-one. Picked up now by Cooper. Wants to take him strong. They work it in for a shot. It's no good. Garrett Giles on the rebound, and here come the Wildcats down the floor. Wildcats have got to be patient. Garrett's going to drive in. Fadeaway jumper is good. Nice shot by Garrett Giles, his first 2 points. And play is halted. I'm not sure, maybe a warning. Garrett might have flipped it away. Not sure where these officials are from, probably from the Blount County Association. Wildcats trail 13-6, a minute 37 to play in the first quarter. Turnovers have been a big key here. Brody Smith with the basketball in the rear court. They set a trap. They get rid of Smith. He works the ball to Drew Parrott. Parrott on the right side. He's the quarterback of their football team and son of the head coach of the basketball team. Minute 21 to play. First quarter, 13-6. Bearden basketball. They thought about driving in. Nordine can't do it now. Works the ball around the right side. They work it into Smith. Back out to the top of the key. Minute 7 to play. Here's the deflection.
Nice.
Under steal, and the Wildcats have it. Caden Breithart down the floor. Dribbles all the way in. Almost lost his dribble there and picks it up on the left side to Price Davis. Price drives in. Throws the ball up to Oak Ridge's Cooper Williams to Breithart. Garrett Giles, three-pointer. They need it. It's no good. 0 for 7 now. Shooting three-point shots, Mark. And they're open. They're open for sure. But, and eventually, hopefully, they'll continue to fall because shooters, as we say, have got to shoot. As here comes the Bearden Bulldogs down the floor. They're from the South Knox Association, I was just told. 13-6 our score. With the basketball, King Hubbard. I'd like to thank Randy Myers. He's our sponsor for the stream tonight. Longtime Oak Ridger. His sons played football and basketball for Oak Ridge. Back in the day, he's a former Wildcat himself as they work the ball inside. And before that, they're going to call a foul against Cooper on the floor. 20.6 seconds to play first quarter. Wildcats trailing 13-6. Eventually, you would think the shots will fall because these guys definitely can shoot the ball.
Well, one thing I noticed on our last possession, David, is Price Davis did try to get Cooper the ball down there. Unfortunately, he just couldn't corral it.
Ball's worked into Parrott. Parrott stripped to the ball. They get the shot off anyways. Good. Off the glass goes Justin Nordine with 13 seconds to play. Oak Ridge down 9 again. 15-6 our score. 8 seconds to play. Wildcats spreading the floor just a bit. 5, 4, 3. Fadeaway is no good by Raekwon Watson as the first quarter comes to a close. Good first quarter for the Bearden Bulldogs. Wildcats, a lot of basketball to be played, but they trail it 15-6. We'll be back to William Blount High School in 60 seconds.
If I was at my computer, I'd ban that person.
Who is it?
They said, "Let's go Dogs."
Oh. That's good.
One of them's in the concession. What's going on with Caden's dribbling?
No clue.
Golly.
Can you put that in real quick? I can't. I had to redo it. Don't send it yet. Let me put a picture. Welcome back once again to William Blount High School on FM 92.7, FM 94.7. Wildcats of Oak Ridge. Not a great start here. As I said early, not only just the shooting, like 0 for 7 from threes, but so many turnovers early on to start the ball game.
Yeah. Very surprising the turnovers we've had, and just struggling dribbling the ball, David. It just seemed like kind of basics to me.
Here come the Bulldogs down the floor. Ray defending aggressively at the top of the circle. They work the ball left side. Number 1 with it. That's King Hubbard. Works the ball around the right side. Bounce pass goes inside. They kick it out to the big guy for 3. It's no good. Rebound, Garrett Giles. Boy, they boxed out really well for the board. Wildcats get it, though. Garrett Giles with it. Dribbles in. All the way to the right block. Goes in for the shot. He's fouled. Personal foul will be called against the Bulldogs. Number 23. That is Drew Brillhart, I believe. His second personal foul, and Garrett Giles will go to the free throw line. Garrett has 2 points in the ball game. Yet to attempt any from the line. He's a 71% free throw shooter. First shot up there, good. Wildcats trail 15-7, 7:33 to play second quarter. I told you this was a good defensive team, the Bearden Bulldogs. They don't give up a whole lot of points. Wildcats have got to hit some shots as Garrett goes to the free throw line for his second attempt. Second toss, no good. Rebound, Bearden. Here come the Bulldogs down the floor once again. With the basketball for them will come Nordine. Works the ball across the line, met defensively by Raekwon Watson. Lobs the ball to Smith. Brody Smith wanted to hand it off. Thought about going inside to Cooper. They go inside for the shot, partially rejected. Rebound, Oak Ridge. Raekwon Watson with the basketball. Ray turning, spinning, kicking it inside to Cooper. He has the ball knocked out of bounds. They say last touched by Bearden.
No, they say Oak Ridge.
Or by that's what I meant. I mean, I meant to say Bearden's going to get the ball. Did I see it wrong, or maybe I'm a long ways away? Who knows? Here comes Brody Smith down the floor. Holding the ball forever. Fires the ball across the line to Nordine. Nordine walks the ball across the midcourt line. Dribbles out to the top, around in front of the Oak Ridge bench. They work the ball right side of King Hubbard. Around to number 4 in the ball game. That is Dominic Mahoney. He lost the ball. Wildcats Price Davis has it. Price is dribbling, pulls up, shoots. Oh, no good. Garrett on the rebound, up, good. Garrett Giles scores. He's got 5, and the Wildcats trail by 6. 15-9 the score. Here comes the Bulldogs down the floor. They'll kick it out left side. Driving with it, number 24. Good defense by Caden. Nearly a walk there, saved by Brody Smith. Brody wants to take Cooper in. Goes up. And before that, they call a foul. Or what? I guess they did.
It's going to be a foul on Cooper, I bet. His second.
I thought maybe they might call 3-second lane violation because he was there forever as Brody Smith goes to the free throw line. As I mentioned, he is a Catholic transfer, and his dad was Lee Smith, played high school ball at Powell, played a little bit at UT, moved on to, I think, Richmond, played in the NFL for a long time, his dad did. Free throw is good. Ethan Eubanks doing our scoreboard work. Shauna Hayes way on down there. We've got a huge
spread.
Yes, a couple big long tables. Second toss, no good. Rebound Oak Ridge. Shamar Green's back in the ball game. Here come the Wildcats down the floor, trailing 16-9. Wildcats have got to get somebody to drop in some of those perimeter shots that have been open. Oak Ridge lobs it in to Shamar, too far. He can't save it. Ray does for a second. Then they turn the ball over. Then the ball is knocked away. Wildcats tried to get it inside of Shamar, something they haven't been able to do. He almost walks.
Oh, he's fouled, yeah.
And we are not going to get any calls here tonight. We are not going to get any calls at all tonight. And Coach Green not happy about it. But Bearden's going to go to the free throw line. 16-9 the score. Bulldogs in the lead. Free throw, no good. The man fouled is number 10. That's Justin Nordine. Their best player statistically. Second toss, good. Wildcats trailing at 17-9. Struggling just to hold on to the ball. Garrett Giles with the basketball. Gives it off to Shamar. Wildcats give it off to Raekwon Watson. Ray can't penetrate. Now he does. Drives the hole, goes in for the shot. Good! Oh, they're going to call him for a travel. Absolutely. There's one official doing all the calling. I mean,
that's baffling. That is absolutely baffling.
Here come the Bulldogs down the floor. Moving right to left here. 17-9 the score. 5:38 to play second quarter. Bearden playing well here. They've got the basketball. Nearly a steal there by Shamar. Saved by Brody Smith. Ball is deflected. The Wildcats currently, they walk the ball in for a shot. Baseline jumper is good. Well, they're really good. As that time King Hubbard scores, and the Wildcats are down by 10. 19-9 the score. Oak Ridge basketball. Raekwon Watson with the basketball. 5:13 to play second quarter. Wildcats lost the dribble out of bounds. Last touch by Bearden. It'll be Oak Ridge basketball. They're really good defensively, but the Wildcats have been, honestly, their worst enemy.
Yeah, they have. I mean, as I said, they seem to be struggling with dribbling. It's not just one person. It seems like several of them. As Raekwon goes in, another shot blocked.
He's done a couple of those for sure as the Wildcats will get the basketball. Ray had a very fine ball game the other night, 30-plus points in that game. Wildcats down 10. Caden works the ball into Ray. The Wildcats have Price Davis in the ball game, Garrett Giles, Shamar Green, Caden Brightheart. Wildcats trail 19-9. 4:55 to play, trying to solve this defense. Ray gives the ball to Price Davis. Wildcats have got to move a little bit. They can't just stand around as Ray is tripped, and they're going to call a foul. Bearden wanted to travel, and knowing this, the way this game has been officiated so far, I'm surprised. Yeah, you're exactly right. Oak Ridge basketball. Nothing against, I'm not putting down Bearden at all, for sure, as the Wildcats work the ball in, and it comes to Price Davis. Wildcat basketball trailing by 10 points. Elimination ball game here. 19-9 the score. The Bearden fans making a lot of noise. Wildcat basketball. Caden Brightheart was held. It's not the first time they've been held. As that time, I think the foul's going to go against Nordine. His first, team foul number 3. It'll be Oak Ridge with the basketball side. Front court, here it comes to Shamar Green, to Garrett Giles. Giles gives the ball to Caden Brightheart, who has the ball kicked out of bounds. They say last touch by Brody Smith. And almost another turnover there for the Wildcats as Caden Brightheart will work the ball in. Oak Ridge trails 19-9. We're almost halfway through the second quarter. Oak Ridge ball, and it comes to Price Davis. Brightheart, three-pointer. Boy, they need it. No good. Rebound. It's almost like last night, when all the second chance opportunities were no more because Farragut got all the rebounds. Here come the Bulldogs inside, driving, no place to go. They back it out once again. Wildcats, what are they, 0 for like 9 from three-point land?
I think they're 0 for 7 now, or 0 for 8, sorry.
With the basketball will come Nordine, guarded by Garrett Giles. Hands it off once again. Wildcats need some stops. Nordine's going to drive in, cut off nicely there by Raekwon. Their basketball, 3:51 to play. It's tough when you're not getting any shots to fall. That just makes it so much difficult.
Yeah, it's hard to get into your groove there. Oh, they have a nice pass down low, shot up, no good. They get their own rebound. They're going to call another foul on Garrett Giles. Should be a second.
That'll be team foul number 4 on the rebound, not a shooting violation. Wildcats are going to get Cooper in the ball game. Cooper Smith, 19-9. The Wildcats trailing by 10. Not a good start at all here.
No, not the start that the Wildcat Nation wanted here, David.
9 points, and we're almost at halftime. That just, usually those shots fall for sure as the Bulldogs will work the ball in from underneath the goal. Cooper fronting the guy, trying to lob it in. Ball is pulled down by Husband. Back to Nordine. Nordine works the ball around and throws the ball to Smith. Oh, no, another 3. They're knocking him down. 13-point lead for the Bulldogs. They've played on this floor. We haven't played here since 2007. As the Wildcats working into Cooper, he is stripped of the ball. Another turnover. things are not going the way of the Wildcats, which is tough for this team that's been so efficient all season long. 3:07 to play in the second quarter. It's 22-9. Like I said, we haven't played on this floor since 2007. As they get a shot up, no good. The alternate possession arrow will give Oak Ridge the ball. Hey, 22-9 the score, 2:57 to play. We're in the second quarter. Mark?
Yeah, I mean, Garrett Giles throws the ball in. Raekwon Watson gets it, slowly brings it up to midcourt as Oak Ridge sets up their defense.
With the basketball will come Price Davis. Ray Watson with it. Dribbles in. He lost the ball. Another turnover. And then somewhere down the floor, they're going to call maybe an intentional foul. Not exactly sure exactly what happened. I think it's going to go against the Bulldogs. And it'll be Oak Ridge basketball. I didn't see it, honestly.
It was away from the ball. They called a shove in the back.
But we cannot continue to turn the ball over here, Mark. I mean, or the season's going to end tonight. It's 22-9. We only scored 9 points.
Yeah, that's just incredible. I mean, you said before the game, David, that their defense is really good and they keep the opponent's score down, and they really have so far.
Wildcats dribbling has been a trouble. As Garrett, a fadeaway jumper is no good. Cooper
Nice.
the board good. And he's fouled. That helps. Haven't gotten a whole lot of help. And that's one of the first times we've actually got it inside on Brody.
That's Cooper's first shot of the game, David.
Wow. He'll go to the free throw line, 15 foul, 2:24 to play, an 11-point game. To the free throw line will go Oak Ridge. At the free throw line, Cooper Williams, a 69% free throw shooter. He'll have one shot. Wildcats playing with Garrett Giles, Price Davis, Raekwon Watson, Caden Brightheart. 22-11 the score. To the free throw line, shot good. 3-point play, the old-fashioned way, back to a 10-point game. The Wildcats pressing. Here come the Bulldogs down the floor. Nordine waits for his teammates, and he'll set it up. Wildcats needs a few more stops. Drew Parrott's in the ball game. He swings the ball around the left side to number 4 in the ball game once again. Thought about driving in. They work the ball once again outside the line. 2:07 to play. 10-point game. Here comes a shot from the right corner. It's good. 3-point shot. And the Wildcats trail again by 13. 25-12 the score. They're knocking down their shots as Ray drives in. Pulls up, left side. Caden's got to hit some shots here. Brightheart drives in. No good. But he does draw the foul. And Caden Brightheart will go to the free throw line. I mean, I'm going to say it again. We have not played on this floor since 2007. And Bearden plays here every year. That's, I think, maybe a slight advantage for sure. But all the credit in the world goes to the defense of the Bearden Bulldogs. They're just playing really, really solid defense.
Yeah, did you see how Caden had to alter his shot going in there against Cody or Brody Smith, David? You know, that's kind of a silent respect.
Randy Myers is our sponsor, longtime Oak Ridger, class of 1971 at Oak Ridge High School. Both his kids played sports at Oak Ridge. Caden hits the free throw. He's got 4 now. Wildcats trail by 11. 1:46 to play. Wildcats pressing, and it comes to Brody Smith. We haven't gotten much out of our press for sure. Here come the Bulldogs down the floor. Ray guarding the point guard, Nordine, works around to the top of the circle. Holds the ball. 1:33 to play. 25-14 the score. They drive in. Kick the ball to Drew Parrott for a 3. No good. Cooper Williams has the rebound for the Wildcats. 25-14 the score. The Wildcats trailing. Ray dribbles in. Cannot penetrate all the way in. Bearden really, really tight on defense. Caden Brightheart with the basketball. Had Price early. Goes to Cooper. Cooper turns, spins, drives. He's fouled by Brody Smith. That's his first foul, and Cooper will go to the free throw line. 1:09 to play second quarter. Cooper has 3 points in the game. He's 1 of 1 from the free throw line. He'll have 2 shots here. 25-14, Bearden. 1:09 to play second quarter. Free throw, good. As I mentioned, he's a good free throw shooter at 69%. They're going to substitute. Looks like Smith's going to come out of the game. They're going to get another big guy in. This will be number 33, Jacob Phillips, a senior. He'll be playing for the last 1:09 of the first half. 25-15, a 10-point advantage for the Bearden Bulldogs. Cooper's second toss, good. 5 points in the game for Cooper. 25-16 the score. Bearden trying to work the ball in against Oak Ridge's press. Down the floor they'll come. 1:05 to play. With a basketball for them, number 4, that is Mahoney. Mahoney guarded by Garrett Giles now. Hands it off to Nordine at the midcourt circle. Under a minute to play. Nordine dribbles in against Ray Ray. Ray Ray trying to get the ball away from him. He shoves off with his right hand. Fadeaway jumper blocked. Cooper Williams has the board. Wildcat basketball. Here it goes to Ray Ray. 25-16. Ray Ray strong. Turns, spins, shoots. No good. Man, good look at it by Raekwon Watson. Nothing falling for the Wildcats.
No, it really isn't. Raekwon, I mean, I got him one of, 8 from the field tonight.
28 seconds to play. First half. With the basketball, Mahoney once again to Nordine. Nordine thought about driving in, holds it, gives it off to the new guy in the ball game, the senior. 17 seconds to play. Giles, good defense. Dribbling in. They drive right. Almost a steal there. Wildcats thought there was a travel, at least the Oak Ridge stands did. 7 seconds to play. Here comes number 1 with the basketball. They throw the ball away. 2, 1, and actually the shot is off, but not in time. The Wildcats head to the dressing room in not what I consider to be their best half of basketball, obviously. Offensively, they only score 16 points, which is an incredible low amount, obviously, for the Wildcat team that scored 90 on Saturday. Halftime score, Mark, 25-16. Very low scoring game.
Yeah, very low. As you said, I mean, only putting up 6 points in a single quarter is not good, and especially when it's the first quarter of the ball game, David. So Wildcats dug themselves a little hole, but, they have halftime to talk about it, and I have no doubt that Coach Green will come up with a plan for the Wildcats to execute here in the second half to get the Wildcats back in it.
25-16 is our score. We are live on FM 92.7, FM 94.7, prepradio.com. We're also on Oak Ridge Schools Television Channel 1082, and we're also streaming live on our YouTube channel. We'd like to thank once again Randy Myers. He sponsored and paid the TSSAA rights fee for us. Randy's son Greg and played football for the Wildcats. Josh Myers played basketball for the Wildcats. Randy was a Wildcat himself back in the day, and we appreciate him greatly for this stream and paying for it tonight, the TSSAA fee. We're also on FM 92.7. Brian Bennett is back at the studios of FM 92.7. We are going to take a break. 25-16 the score. The Wildcats down 9. We'll be back to William Blount High School following this 3-minute timeout. Welcome back once again to William Blount High School, the Region 2 basketball tournament. The Wildcats trailing 25 to 16. Mark, the Wildcats struggling to knock down shots, and you're going to run down the statistics here, but even the wide open looks they haven't been able to hit. And if we cannot hit these shots, Wildcats are in some deep trouble.
Yeah, they are. You know, you talked about it earlier. You know, just really struggling from the three-point line as a team, David. But you know, individually, you know, we're struggling as well, which you know obviously makes sense. But looking at the statistics for the Wildcats in the first half, they have two individuals with 5 points each. Cooper Williams, he's 1 of 1 from the field, 3 of 3 from the free throw line. Also with 5 points is Garrett Giles, 2 of 6 from the field, 1 of 2 from the free throw line. 4 points added by Caden Brightheart, 1 of 5 from the field, 2 of 2 from the free throw line, and only 2 points so far for Ray Watson, David. That's the most surprising part. He's 1 of 9 from the field. As a team, the Wildcats are 5 of 22 from the field. They're 5 of 13 in twos. They're 0 of 9 in threes, and they're 6 of 7 from the free throw line. Now looking at Bearden, they're led in scoring by Jamichael Blair. He has 11 points in the ball game, all of them in the first half. He was, 4 of 4 from the field. He has 2 twos and 2 threes, and he's 1 of 2 from the free throw line. 6 points added by Justin Nordine. 2 of 6 from the field, 1 of 2 from the free throw line. 7 points by King Hubbard. He's, 3 of 6 from the field, and 1 point by their big guy, Brody Smith. He's 1 of 2 from the free throw line. The good thing is he's 0 of 5 from the field, at least the good thing for Oak Ridge. As a team, the Bulldogs are 9 of 25 from the field, 5 of 15 in twos, 4 of 10 in threes, and 3 of 6 from the free throw line. Wildcats dug their hole early in the game, as I said. They trailed at the end of the first quarter 15 to 6. Both teams scored 10 points in the second quarter. So the Wildcats continued to trail by 9 points, 25 to 16. David?
Thanks a lot, Mark. The winner of this game will play Thursday at 7 o'clock against the winner of the second game tonight. The William Blount Governors taking on the Marable Rebels. The Wildcats currently trailing in this one, 25 to 16. The two teams, or at least the Wildcats, are back out, hopefully to get a little extra shooting practice. If you're a Wildcat fan, Bearden, they've played some pretty good lockdown defense and have held the Wildcats down, but the Wildcats just haven't been able to hit shots. 25-16 is our score. We'll take a break. We'll send it back to Brian Bennett. We'll be back with the second half in 2 minutes. Welcome back once again to William Blount High School. One more half of basketball for one of these two teams. Their season will come to a close. The other will advance to a championship ball game. Wildcats are down 9. They've trailed by as many as 13 in the ball game. I believe Bearden's going to get the ball first as we start play here in the second half. Wildcats come out with, let's see, Raekwon Watson, Caden Brightheart, Shamar Green, along with Cooper Williams and Garrett Giles. Brody Smith battling with Cooper down low. He gave him a little bit of a shot to start the ball game, start the second half of the ball game anyway, as the Bulldogs have the basketball. Good defense there by Raekwon. Their basketball, dribbling outside will come number 1, 25-16 the score. They work the ball left side. They look inside to Brody. He lost the handle. Ball is picked up though. Wildcats struggling to get those 50-50 kind of loose balls, and just bad luck, honestly, as Smith has the basketball. Played almost 30 seconds, and nobody has taken a shot. They're going to drive along the baseline. Good defense. Now they get a 3 off. No good. Rebound, Cooper Williams. Wildcats down the floor with the basketball. Ray to Garrett Giles. Garrett, three-pointer is no good. Shamar
Nice
on the
rebound.
rebound, goes up for the shot. Good!
Nice.
And he's fouled. Good play there by Shamar. He worked hard for it. The ball kind of fell in his lap. He went up for it, and then he got fouled, and he'll go to the free throw line with 1 shot.
Yeah, it's just a tremendous rebound that time by number 2, Shamar Green for the Wildcats, David. Really love seeing that.
Shamar goes to the free throw line for the Wildcats. One time he is a 68% free throw shooter. Good. Wildcats trail now by 6. 25-19 the score. The Wildcats pressing a little bit as the ball's worked in, knocked out of bounds. Oh, man, it looked like it was last touched by Bearden. I don't have a great angle. The Oak Ridge fans closest to it thought that way, but I don't see Coach Green really getting too upset about it.
No, not too upset. That's a great barometer right there, David.
They work the ball in to Brody Smith. Bearden with the basketball in the rear court. They lead Oak Ridge by 6. Semifinals of the Region 2 basketball tournament. Wildcats, Nordine kicks the ball right side, number 24. Drives against Shamar. And I think he did travel, but they're going to call a foul inside against Oak Ridge. A little bit, different associations call things differently, honestly. I think yesterday that would have been probably a travel, but they called a foul against Oak Ridge.
Well, it was against Ray earlier tonight.
Yeah, well, that's true. As they work the ball in, ball is taken down by Brody Smith. Hands the ball to number 24. They lead him open.
Nice.
Blocked by Garrett Giles. Giles down the floor. He's going to take it coast to coast. He might have walked. He did. Yeah, he did. That's a good call. He got bumped.
Yeah.
Honestly, but he
Right.
did travel.
Yeah, have it right in front of Coach Green. Coach Green didn't argue the point. I mean, it's a good call.
It was just an opportunity the Wildcats have had a few where they've not been able to take advantage of. But a good block either way by Garrett Giles stopped what was going to be a wide open 3.
Oh, it was by their leading scorer.
Number 1 with the basketball, works the ball right side. Garrett almost got another steal. Garrett playing hard. They drive the baseline. Good defense by Ray. 25-19, a 6-point Bearden lead. They look to Smith, can't get the ball to him, backing it up. Over it goes to Hubbard once again. King Hubbard, he's a junior player at the midcourt line. Drives in, back to the goal, swings the ball to Brody Smith for the layup. No good! But they hustle to get the rebound. Out-hustled Oak Ridge to get it. Long 3. It always seems to happen like that, Mark. It always seems when, it looks like you're going to have something positive, and all of a sudden it breaks down. Wildcat basketball. Caden Brightheart with the basketball. Here goes Garrett Giles. Drives the baseline, gets a layup. He's fouled. Garrett Giles will go to the free throw line. Wildcats down 9, 28-19. To the free throw. Go ahead.
Picking up that foul is number 24, their leading scorer.
Third foul. He's not their best player. Nordine is statistically their best player, but tonight for sure he has been.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he had 11 points in the first quarter. That's phenomenal.
28-19 the score. Oak Ridge going to the free throw line with Garrett Giles. 71% free throw shooter. He's got 5. He's 1 of 2 from the line tonight. Free throw, good. 8-point Bearden lead. 5:42 to play in the third period. Out of the game will come number 24 for them. That'll be Jermichael Blair. Into the game once again will come Dominic Mahoney. Garrett's free throw, good. Wildcats trail by 7, 28-21. 5:42 to play, third quarter, and a reach-in foul is called against Cooper Williams. That'll be the third team foul. Third foul called against Cooper. Cannot afford to get into foul trouble here. 28-21, the Wildcats trailing by 7. Still yet to hit a three in the ballgame. Mahoney to work the ball in, does to Cooper's guy, who he's defending, Brody Smith. I recovered, Mark.
Very, very well.
As the Bulldogs have the basketball, number 1, King Hubbard drives in, wanted to go all the way through, could not. Mahoney's got it against Shamar. They lob the ball inside to Brody. Goes in for the shot, good. Wildcats trail by 9. Here they come down the floor. The Wildcats need some offense from somebody from the perimeter. Maybe it's Caden Brightheart. He's going to shoot a three. Good!
Yes.
Three-point shot for Caden Brightheart. The Wildcats needed that desperately, Mark. Their first three made of the game.
Yeah, it is. I mean, as I said, they were 0 of 9, now 1 of 10 from the free throw line, but they're trending up.
Here's a steal by Oak Ridge for a second. It'll be a jump ball unless he calls a foul on Ray Ray. He did not. It'll be Oak Ridge's basketball. 4:55 to play. Oak Ridge crowd starting to make a little noise here.
Yeah, the momentum is shifting, David. It's definitely shifting. I don't know what Coach Green talked about at half, but these guys have come out and they're playing hard here in the third quarter.
Here comes Brightheart with the basketball. Wants to drive. Penetrates all the way to the hole. No good. Bearden on the rebound. And another foul against Cooper or Shamar. And then a
No foul?
no foul. It's either a foul or not a foul, you know. As I've never seen that happen before. He said no foul. I guess maybe just an inadvertent whistle. We'll give him a little slack.
He may have been blowing the whistle for out of bounds. I don't know.
Their basketball, 6-point game. Bulldogs, number 1 with it. King Hubbard, they lost the ball. Caden Brightheart's got it. Wildcats Ray Watson coming down the floor. Ray dribbles, drives, all the way to the hole, no good. Shamar on the rebound, 1 dribble, 1 shot, no good. Cooper's got the board up, no good, but he's fouled.
They're piling up.
Cooper Williams will go to the free throw line. 4 minutes, 15 seconds to play third quarter. Oak Ridge trails by 6, and somebody just picked up their third foul. He just said third. Maybe I meant team foul. Cooper Williams will go to the free throw line.
Yeah, I think it's definitely their third team foul. I've only got him with 2.
We appreciate Randy Myers for sponsoring our broadcast here tonight on our YouTube stream. In a moment, Cooper Williams is going to go to the free throw line. There's some perspiration on the floor. Cooper's got 5 points. He is 3 of 3 from the free throw line. Toss, good. Closest it's been in a while, Mark. 5-point game, 30-25. Bearden on top of the Wildcats. The big junior is going to go back to the free throw line. Cooper Williams shoots, good. Got to get some stops on defense. 4-point game. Bearden ball trying to get the ball in. The ball comes into Brody Smith. Smith in the rear court is going to bring the ball down the floor himself. 4:10 to play, third quarter. Smith with the basketball. Holds it, looks for help, holds it forever, and swings the ball left side to King Hubbard. Hubbard fadeaway jumper, good. Hubbard hits the shot, back to a 6-point game. 3:55 to play third quarter. The Wildcats need more points from somebody. Ray with the basketball. Raekwon Watson dribbles in, no place to go. Now to the hole, good, and he's fouled. He's fouled. An opportunity for a 3-point play, as I believe that's Brody Smith who complete. That's his third foul. He's their big wide body guy. Ray goes to the line in a 4-point game, 32-28. And, well, he hit the free throw, but I don't think the officials were ready yet.
Then why didn't he have the ball?
I'm not sure. They allowed them to substitute. Coach Green's arguing it out. We haven't seen
Gave him the ball.
we have not seen the best officiating. We have not seen the best officiating in the last few days. Ray goes to the line. He hit the last shot, and he missed that one. That's too bad. Here comes Bearden down the floor in a 4-point game. 32-28 the score. Nordine dribbles in, gives it out left side to number 4. Nordine works the ball in, unable to shoot, swings the ball out to Drew Parrott. 3:27 to play third quarter. Here comes the Nordine right elbow to Mahoney. Mahoney drives in. He walks with the basketball. Wildcats will get it on the Bearden turnover. 3:19. You're showing your fandom here, Mark.
It comes up every once in a while.
Here come the Wildcats down the floor, trailing 32-28. 3:15 to play third quarter. Wildcat basketball. Shamar Green to Garrett Giles. Here's the lob.
Nice.
Cooper goes in. He's fouled. Cooper Williams will shoot free throws now. Nordine commits the personal foul. 4-point game. The Wildcats getting the ball inside and drawing some fouls from the Bearden Bulldogs.
Yeah, they're going to see you're going to watch the Wildcats take advantage of having Brody Smith out of the game, David. That really opens up Cooper underneath.
Cooper hits the free throw. It's a 3-point lead for the Bulldogs. 32-29 the score. Cooper's got 8 points in the game. He is 6 of 6 from the line. Now 7 of 7 from the line. And I think Coach Green just got warned or was told something. Wildcats were down 13 at one point in this game. They trail now by 2. 32-30 the score, 3:07 to play, and Coach Parrott calls a timeout. We'll take it with him. Randy Myers has sponsored our stream, but we have a lot of other good sponsors as well. We'll be back in 30 seconds. Welcome back once again to William Blount High School, side of the Region 2 semifinals. The Wildcats trailing by 2, 32-30. Bearden with the basketball. Wildcats playing with Cooper Williams, Raquan Watson, Shamar Green, Garrett Giles, Caden Brightheart. Nordine with the basketball, guarded by Ray Ray. Dribbles out, top of the circle. Around to the left corner they go. Jermichael, or King Hubbard back in the ball game. They've got 2 guys with 3 fouls. Wildcats down 2. Wildcats setting a trap. They work it to Nordine. Bounce pass inside. He didn't take the shot. They shoot a 3. It's good. 3-point shot. Nice one made by the Bulldogs. First 3 points for that guy. The Wildcats trail by 5 again. Wildcats set it out to Garrett Giles. Around the right side it goes to Ray Ray. Ray Ray thought about shooting. Caden's got a shot. Garrett does too. 3-pointer. Good! 3-point shot. Garrett Giles. And the Wildcats trail by 2. 35-33 the score. 10 points in the game now for Garrett. Here comes Nordine down the floor. Harassed by Ray Ray, tries to get past him, dribbles out to the top of the circle. 2:06 to play third quarter, 35-33 the score. With the basketball, Cooper almost picked up a foul. They work the ball inside, shot clang off the iron, no good. Rebounded by Shamar Green. The Wildcats can tie it or take the lead. Wildcat basketball, Ray Watson with it in front of the Oak Ridge bench. 1:47 to play third quarter, 35-33 the score. Drew Parrott guarding Ray up high. He sends Cooper up high, brings the ball left side. Brightheart, 3-pointer. Guess who's on top? Your Oak Ridge Wildcats. 36-35, what a shot. The Wildcats knocking down a 3. 36-35 Oak Ridge. 1:19 to play third quarter. Parrott with the basketball. Works the ball left side to Mahoney. Mahoney looks back door. Swings the ball for another 3. That's no good. Cooper Williams of Oak Ridge on the rebound. Here come the Wildcats down the floor. Leading by 1. Oh boy. Even Shamar can't jump that high, Mark. 36-35, Wildcats in the lead. 1:01 to play, third quarter. It'll be once again Bearden with the basketball. The Wildcats pressing as Mahoney has the basketball, moving left to right if you're listening to us on the radio or on prepradio.com. We appreciate Randy Myers for sponsoring our broadcast tonight. paid the TSSAA rights fee. Drew Parrott with the basketball, holds it forever, swings the ball left side. Once again with the basketball. Once again with the basketball will come the Bulldogs. Works the ball back out to Parrott. Parrott swings the ball, top of the key. Number 20 with it, holds it. 25 seconds to play. Oak Ridge by 1. 36-35 the score. Nearly a walk there. Mahoney with the basketball. He nearly stripped the ball. Reach-in foul is going to go against Caden Breithart.
That'll be his first, I believe, David, team first. Oh, no, I'm sorry, team third of the quarter.
16.9 seconds to play, third quarter, 36-35 the score. Bearden trailing Oak Ridge. The Wildcats were down 13 at one point. Wildcats have come all the way back. Still a lot of basketball to be played, though, obviously. Bearden yet to get the ball in. They do finally, and it comes to Mahoney. Mahoney trapped along the baseline, swings the ball way up high. 12 seconds to go. Nothing easy here as the Bulldogs dribble once again. Nordine pulls up, three-pointer is no good. Garrett Giles, one. That's the end of the third quarter. One more quarter of basketball to be played here at William Blount High School. The Wildcats lead Bearden 36-35. We'll be back to William Blount in 60 seconds. (36-35), the Wildcats in the lead. The fourth and final quarter just underway. Bearden with the basketball first, and we're underway. The Wildcats coming out with Price Davis, along with Raekwon Watson, Garrett Giles, Caden Breithart, Cooper Williams. Wildcats on top, 36-35. Almost a steal by Caden Breithart. Jermichael Blair's in the ballgame. They're going to drive in. Nordine cut off. Travels. Wildcats will get it on their turnover. The winner will play Thursday night, 7 o'clock, in the championship game against the winner of the second game tonight, William Blount and the Maryville Rebels. Thank you. Oak Ridge basketball. Wildcats with it. Price lobs it. Cooper's got it. Then the ball's knocked out of bounds by Bearden.
Good call.
7.5 minutes to play in the ball game. It'll be Wildcat basketball underneath the goal. Oak Ridge led early. Bearden's led most of the way, though. Raekwon with the basketball. Ray, free throw line, will not shoot. Price with it. Oh, Garrett's wide open. Boy, he thought about shooting. He's about to lose it. He drives left. No place to go. There's Caden. Three-pointer. It's on its way. No good. Oh, boy, that was a good-looking shot there. I thought Garrett might take the three-pointer as they worked. Well, there's a charge against Bearden. That'll be the fourth foul on that young man, and Oak Ridge will get the basketball.
That's a critical play that time, picking up that charge, David, giving their leading scorer, Blair, his fourth foul.
36-35, Wildcats in the lead. Oak Ridge basketball. Here's Price Davis. Three-pointer, good! Price Davis, worth the price of admission. Oak Ridge by 4, 39-35 the score.
Oh, that was big, David, especially coming off that charge for the Wildcats.
6:45 to play in the ball game. 39-35 the score. Bearden with the basketball. Top of the key. It goes out once again to Blair. Blair holds it and backs it up with a pass to King Hubbard. Hubbard at the midcourt circle, guarded by Price Davis. Works the ball left side to number 4, Mahoney. They're about to get Brody Smith back in the ball game. This has all happened really since he left the ball game. Here comes Nordine, blocked by Ray into Cooper Williams. The Wildcats in the lead by 4. 39-35, 6:15 to play. With the basketball, Raekwon Watson dribbles in, penetrates. No place to go. Throws the ball away. Wildcats, too much dribbling that time by Ray Ray. Nordine with a great move. Clang off the iron. They get the rebound, though. No good again. Rebound. Oak Ridge has it. Wildcats call a timeout to save possession. 5 minutes, 56 seconds to play in the game. The winner to play in the championship and a sub-state on Monday. 39-35 the score. Mark, what a turnaround. The Wildcats were down 13, but unfortunately Brody Smith's about to come back in the ballgame. Since he's been out is when we've made our run.
Yeah, but fortunately for the Wildcats, you've got Blair with his 4th foul. I don't know if he'll stay in the game or if he'll come out. But you're exactly right. With Brody Smith coming back in the game, that causes more problems for the Wildcats.
We are live at William Blount High School. The winner of this game will play Thursday for the championship, 7 o'clock at William Blount High School if William Blount wins. Scenario that could happen if Oak Ridge were to win this ball game and William Blount were to lose, Oak Ridge will be at home on Thursday. But that's, haven't won this game. This is a good Bearden team, and they've got their starters back in the ball game. Here comes Ray Ray down the floor. 5:50 to play in the game. 39-35 the score. Last time these two teams played was in the region tournament at Farragut High School when the Wildcats were defeated by the Bulldogs. Here's Ray Ray. Thought about shooting left elbow shot. No, it's not a good shot at all. Cooper saves it, barely. Not a good shot by Ray Ray. I mean, it was a left elbow shot, kind of contested. I think that we probably needed to just kind of be a little bit more patient there.
I think he probably thought he was going to get fouled, so he was just trying to put up something, but he was not fouled and just sailed out of bounds.
Bearden with the basketball, trailing Oak Ridge by 4, 39-35, 5:27 to play in somebody's season. With the basketball, Nordine works the ball left side to King Hubbard. Nearly stripped of the ball, holds it forever, goes inside. Nice play, shot, good, and the Wildcats foul him. Good ball movement that time by the Bulldogs. Cooper picks up his 4th personal foul, and they can close the gap to 1 at the free throw line with Jermichael Blair. Wildcats I was just going to say, the Wildcats need to guard every possession as if it's the last. I mean.
Yeah, they held Blair scoreless since the first quarter, but now he has 13 points gunning for number 14. He's 1 of 2 from the line tonight.
Good. 1 point game. Excuse me. Down the floor become the Wildcats. Raekwon Watson slowly walks it. 39-38 Wildcats. Oak Ridge Ray Ray with it. Trouble with his dribble. Backs it up to the midcourt circle to Price Davis. Price around to the left side of Breithart. Thought about lobbing it in. Now he does.
Nice.
Cooper Williams for the layup. Good. Cooper scores. And the Wildcat has 11. And the Wildcat lead is 3. 41-38 the score. Here comes Bearden down the floor. Moving left to right with the basketball will come Nordine. Around a screen. Works the ball left corner. They'll set it out once again. Nordine lobs it down to Brody. Brody nearly stripped of the ball. They dribble in. Here's a baseline jumper. It's good. Bearden scores. It's a 1 point game again. 41-40 the score. 4:27 to play in the basketball game. Raekwon Watson with it across to Garrett Giles to Caden Breithart. Lobs it. Cooper intercepted. Not by Brody. That just another guy came out and pulled it away. Wildcats, not a bad play, but with Brody in there, it's going to be tougher and tougher to get the ball down low. Here comes Nordine along the baseline, kicks it out, number 1 for 3. No good. Wildcats with a rebound. Pulling it away is Cooper Williams. Wildcats by 1, 41-40. Ray Ray dribbles, drives, stops, shoots, scores! Raekwon Watson scores. And the Wildcats lead it 43-40. 3:46 to play in the ball game. Here comes Bearden down the floor, moving left to right. They'll dribble outside the line. Here's almost a steal. They're going to call a reach-around foul against Garrett Giles. That'll be his 3rd personal foul. 3 minutes, 38 seconds to play in regulation. 43-40, the Wildcats in the lead. Bulldog basketball. Looking. Here's the pass, and it comes to Nordine. Nordine with his left block, kicks the ball, number 24, he shoots.
Nope. That's
an air ball, out of bounds to the Cardinal in gray. Oak Ridge will get it. 3:30 to play in the game. 43-40, the Wildcats in the lead. The Wildcats need to take some time off the clock.
Yeah, they do. And Raekwon's bringing it up very slowly. So I think that message has been sent and received.
Raekwon Watson at the midcourt circle. Dribbles around a screen. Gives it off to Giles to Caden Brightheart. Caden dribbles left. Stops, don't force it. Backs it up to Ray Ray. Ray Ray dribbles. Ray Ray drives to the hole. No good. Cooper's got the rebound. Saved away by Bearden. That's a travel. That's a travel. That's a travel. There's no way. He slid across the floor, and Bearden called a timeout. That is absolutely devastating.
How can you have enough control of the ball to call timeout, but you don't have enough control to walk?
Timeout, Bearden Bulldogs. 3:01 to play in the game. 43-40 the score. Looking for a great finish here as the Wildcats have the lead in a slight way. The biggest lead of the night was 13 by the Bearden Bulldogs. The Wildcats, I think their biggest lead only 4, maybe. Maybe at first of the ball game was a 4-point game. Right now they lead by 3, 43-40.
Well, this has been such a tight second half, really. I mean, first half wasn't really all that tight because, as you said, Bearden at one point led by 13, and it was looking pretty grim for the Wildcats, David, but nice to see the Wildcats with a 3-point lead. It would have been nicer to have them with the ball right now, but unfortunately that didn't happen.
Wiping up the perspiration where the
From
guy
the slide.
where the guy slid for about 4 feet. It'll be Bearden with the basketball in front of the Oak Ridge bench. They inbound it right in front of Ted Mitchell. Wildcats back on defense. 2:55 to play in the ball game. 43-40 the score. Brody Smith trying to get the ball to him if they can. Moving screen.
No, they're going to call us for a hold, I bet.
It is going to go against Oak Ridge. That'll be the 4th team foul called against the Wildcats. It'll be against Raekwon.
Yeah, it'd be his second, team third, David.
Their basketball underneath the goal. 2:49 to play in the game. 43-40. They bounce it in. Shot. Good. Miscommunication there on the inbounds. Down the floor with the basketball once again will come the Wildcats. 43-42 the score. The winner advances to the championship game. The Bearden fans yelling for defense. Wildcat basketball. Caden Brightheart falls down, grabs his dribble, dribbles in, takes it strong to the hole. Good. Caden Brightheart off the glass, and he's got 12. Wildcats by 3 once again. 45-42 the score. 2:20 to play in the basketball game here from William Blount High School. Some perspiration on the floor where that guy slid moments ago.
With the ball.
With the ball. Should have been a travel. Here comes Aiden Hawkins. Coach Green is wiping it up. The official using his shoe. The head coach and the director of basketball operations, Aiden Hawkins, with the towel. 2:15 to play in regulation, Mark. 45-42 the score.
Yeah, as Bearden will have the ball on side court, David. They look for somebody to come open.
With the basketball will come the Bearden Bulldogs once again. Number 1 with the basketball, that is King Hubbard. Guarded by Price Davis, who's in the ballgame. They swing it out to the top, and there's a foul against Garrett. Garrett picks up his 4th personal foul. 2:06 to play in the ballgame. They've only committed 1. That's a big stat right there. Wildcats won't be shooting free throws for a long time. Bearden basketball. They lead. They trail Oak Ridge by 3. 45-42. Exactly 2 minutes to play in the ballgame. Bearden basketball. With the basketball, Nordine. Nordine hasn't been a super factor in this game. Handles the ball real well. Their basketball, top of the circle. It goes to Blair, who swings it out to the top. They lob it inside. Got to get some help. Brody Smith wanted to shoot. Does blocked by Cooper. Wants to shoot it again. Works the ball inside. Drives. And shot is no good. Foul called against Oak Ridge. They'll shoot free throws with 97 seconds to play in the ballgame. Oak Ridge on top, 45-42. Bearden about to shoot free throws.
Going to the line will be Jamichael Blair. Leading scorer, I've said all night, he's got 18 points. He's really come alive here in the 4th quarter.
2 shots here, of course. First of which is good. They put the score on the wrong side. I'll take that better. They'll get another opportunity at the line, try to make it a 1-point game. He misses it. Cooper has the rebound. Oak Ridge by 2 with the basketball. The clock is not started. The clock is not started. 1:35 to play. Wildcat basketball. Caden Brightheart dribbles in, goes in for the shot. No good. Can't get the rebound. Bearden's got it in a 2-point game. 45-43, a minute 22 to play. Caden had a good look at it, just wouldn't fall, and Coach Parrott calls a timeout. We're going to take it ourselves. 1:19 to play in somebody's season. 45-43 Oak Ridge. Back in 30 seconds. David Clary back here along with Mark Hayes, Shauna Hayes, TJ Hibben along with Ethan Eubanks, Ben George, Brian Bennett back at the studios of FM 92.7, FM 94.7. A minute 19 to play in the game. Oak Ridge trailing 45-4, or actually ahead, I'm sorry. I don't know why I keep saying that. I guess nerves getting to me a little bit. 45-43 in an elimination ball game here at William Blount High School. We have not played, I've not broadcast a ball game in this gym since 2007. Last time the region was here was 2002. Bearden ball, that's five! Bearden has to call a timeout. That was more like 7. Man.
7, 8, whatever.
They did call a timeout, and they called another full timeout. Appreciate Randy Myers. He paid our fee tonight. Randy's son, Greg, played football for the Wildcats. Josh played basketball. He's a Wildcat himself, longtime Oak Ridger, die-hard Oak Ridge fan. Comes to as many games as possible, always can be seen at the Oak Ridge football games. He paid our rights fee to pay the TSSAA for our stream. 45-43 the score, Mark.
Exciting game, David. I tell you what, I have to look, see, but we're up to 466 viewers right now, and I understand why. This is a great game.
How many?
Great, 466.
Wow.
It's a great comeback by the Wildcats after being down 13 in the second quarter.
45-43, Oak Ridge in the lead. A minute 19 to play in regulation. What I'd hate to see is an and one right here.
Or a foul on a three-pointer.
Yes, that would be devastating as well. Wildcats playing with Shamar Green, Price Davis, Caden Brightheart, Cooper Williams. Garrett's out of the ball game right now. Minute 19 to play, maybe because of foul trouble.
He does have 4.
45-43 the score. In case we go to overtime, you want to have him in the ball game. Almost a steal by Price, and they call a foul. That's Price's first foul, but they're shooting free throws.
Yep.
Price took a gamble and commits the foul, and they'll shoot free throws. It'll be number 1 at the line. That is King Hubbard. He can tie it with these 2 free throws.
He has 12 points in the ball game, David. This will be his first attempt from the line tonight.
Here it is. First one, good. 1-point game. Garrett Giles coming back into the game. 45-44. The Wildcats holding on to the lead by 1. They can tie it right here at the free throw line as King Hubbard goes to the free throw line. Minute 11 to play in the game. Toss, good. Tie game. No turnovers here. Here come the Wildcats. A minute 9 to play in regulation. 45-45 the score. Wildcats walk the ball across the line. The Bearden fans yelling for the defense. Holding the ball at the midcourt circle is Raekwon Watson. Coach Parrott has used a lot of his timeouts as they're not even really going to guard Oak Ridge. Ray's just going to dribble in the midcourt circle. So either the Wildcats are going to play for the final shot. Now Bearden comes up defensively. No turnovers here. Caden Brightheart with the basketball. 43 seconds to play. Brightheart hands it off to Ray and falls down. Timeout, Oak Ridge. Wildcats have slipped several times on the floor here. Wildcats lucky. Ray fell down, grabbed the ball, and Coach Green immediately called the timeout with 37 seconds to go in regulation. 45-45 the score.
Yeah, the second time there wasn't a slide on this spot, but not sure what the humidity is doing, David. Off the slick floors, they're out there cleaning it up and drying it up.
37 seconds to play in regulation. 45-45. The Wildcats trail by as many as 13 in the game. It's so hard to, if you dig yourself a hole like the Wildcats did, to come back and maintain it. Wildcats have actually led most of the fourth quarter here, but they've allowed them back into the ballgame here. 45-45, the Wildcats do have the possession. Unfortunately, the foul situation is not good. They've only committed one foul total this entire quarter, so they have fouls to give right now.
Yeah, they do, but they got Brody Smith with 3, and they got Blair with 4. So I can almost guarantee Blair's not going to be the one to foul.
Well, the Wildcats are in some foul trouble as well, though.
Yeah, we got Garrett Giles with 4 and Cooper Williams with 4 as well. Shamar's only got 1, so he's a big guy that can foul, but he's on the bench right now.
45-45, Oak Ridge ball, playing with Garrett Giles, Cooper Williams, Raekwon Watson, Price Davis, Caden Brightheart. Wildcat ball. The Wildcats work it in. Raekwon Watson. 35 seconds to play in regulation. Can't turn the ball over. Ray with it over to Price. Price got it out high by Nordine. Needs some help. Holds it. Needs to dribble. Does at the midcourt line. Dribbles off to the left side. Stops. Hands it off to Ray. 19 seconds to play. 17 seconds to play. Ray dribbling at the midcourt line. Garrett Giles with it. Looks to his right. Cooper's got it. Ball is then almost knocked out of bounds. Ray drives in. Ray turns, gives it into Cooper. Cooper drives in for layup. Good! Oak Ridge by 2. 1.3 seconds to play. Oak Ridge, Cooper, Williams. I think they might put some time back on the clock. It was about 2.4 when I looked up there when Cooper scores. Any more time than that would be wrong. On the scoreboard, it has 1.3. They're going to put 3 seconds. That's probably more like it. 3.2. That's an eternity, though. Oak Ridge by 2. 47-45 the score. Mark Haste.
I tell you what, that looked like a design play to get Cooper the ball there at the very end, because one of the Wildcats drove in and just did like a little shuffle pass to Cooper, and Cooper had a great little layup there to pull within 2, or up by 2.
47-45 Oak Ridge. The winner plays the winner of William Blount and Maryville for the championship on Thursday night at 7 o'clock, and they're in a sub-state as well on Monday. We'll get some Upper East Tennessee scores. 3.2 seconds. The Oak Ridge standing student section, led by Will Presley. On their feet here. 3.2 seconds to play. Don't want to give anything up cheap. Don't want to foul. Bearden will have the full length of the floor to go. 3.2 seconds. 47-45 Oak Ridge. Everybody stacked at the midcourt line, and Coach Green wisely calls a timeout. The two coaches strategizing right now. As Coach Green saw what Coach Parrott wanted to do on the setup, he called timeout, and they'll change things.
Yeah, it comes down to a chess match at this point, David. Two very fine teams playing tonight, each coached by just exceptional coaches.
Coach Parrott's won a state championship at Bearden just a few years ago,
yeah.
So he's had some success. They've beaten us a lot, it seems like, in tournament ball games as of late, even on our home floor. We've also beaten them a few times for region games. I mean, I kind of miss the old days when we used to play them in the regular season, but you know, I guess it kind of builds to the suspense to get a chance to play them in the end of the year.
Yeah, it does, you know, and because you know that you can play them, like you said. I mean, we've seen them play them every postseason, so it's a great build-up, like you said.
47-45 the score. Wildcats by 2. Will Presley's got his guys up. Student section making some noise. Bearden will have the full length of the floor to drive. 47-45. No cheap fouls. No cheap buckets. Bearden ball. Here it comes in. 3, 2, 1. At the buzzer. Good, they win. They win. Bearden beats Oak Ridge.
Wow.
Pandemonium. What a play. What a shot. The season's over. Bearden wins it. 48-47. Bearden, buzzer beater, a three-pointer, nothing but net.
Wow, Wow, that was an exceptional play. What a tragic way to end your season, David. That's just heartbreaking for the Wildcats to come back so far and have a last-second shot like that.
48-47 the score. Congratulations to the Bearden Bulldogs. They will move on to play in the district champion or the region championship ball game as the Wildcats are defeated in heartbreaking style, as Mark said, 48-47. Was it Nordine?
It was, yeah.
Yeah, I talked about how he's been their best player all season long. He was pretty much held down tonight, but when they needed him, the cream of the crop rises to the occasion, and he hits the shot, and Oak Ridge's basketball season is over. And it's Heartbreak City at William Blount High School, and it's pandemonium for the Bearden Bulldogs as they move on to play in the championship. What a ball game to watch, and as you said, heartbreaking for the fact that the Wildcats had to come from 13 down. And the way I saw Coach Green, and he'll be up to talk to me, maybe the Wildcats didn't execute or didn't pick up their best guy the whole way down the floor. Either way, can't fault the Wildcats. They fought hard after struggling so mightily in the first half, to hit shots against a good defensive team to lose the ball game that way. It's just heartbreak city. I don't know what else to say as they win it by one.
Yeah, I mean, that's the only way that you can put it. I mean, the only thing that I can say after the game then was, wow. Wow. I mean, it's like, it's hard to believe it's hard to process what you just saw. At least it was for me because, 3.2 seconds, that's not a whole lot of time. And, boy, they were very efficient getting down the court and hit a three to beat us.
Final score, I believe, was 48-47
Yes.
was the final score. We need a timeout. Mark will need to work on the stats. We are live here on FM 92.7, FM 94.7, prepradio.com. We have streamed this game live on our YouTube channel, Prep Radio, thanks to a donation from Randy Myers. And honestly, as much as I don't want to talk, as a loyal Wildcat person, it was an exciting ball game, but just a terrible way for an Oak Ridge player, especially the seniors, Brandon Hayward, Caden Brightheart, Brennan Scott, Price Davis. Of course, Brennan's season ended back in December, but those three seniors played their guts out down the stretch, all three of them. Well, Brandon didn't get a chance to play, but Wildcats came so close after trailing by so much to fall in this ball game by a final score of 48-47. Let's take a break. We'll send it back to Brian Bennett. Coach Green will join me eventually. Two teams are warming up down below. William Blount taking on Maryville to decide the other side of the bracket and the championship ball game and a sub-state on Monday. The Wildcats close it out 48-47. We'll be back to William Blount High School in 3 minutes. Welcome back once again to William Blount High School, where the news is not good if you're a Wildcat fan. It was a great, especially great second half to watch for the Wildcats. Their best player, Justin Nordine, comes down the floor with 3.2 seconds to play. On the left side, on the wing, nails a three-point shot to beat Oak Ridge by 1. Oak Ridge was up 2 on the Cooper Williams bucket, but Nordine, statistically their best player all season long. And I'm going to ask Coach Green if we matched up with him on that play. But like I was telling you in the offseason, I know you got your stats here, but as I was telling you off the broadcast here, best players usually rise to the occasion, and he did.
Oh, yeah. I mean, shooters have to shoot. They would say it all the time. And you and I were talking off there. I mean, Nordine only had 6 points coming into that final shot. He finished with 9. But, just an exceptional shot and final play by the Bearden Bulldogs. Now, look at the stats for Oak Ridge. They were led in scoring by Cooper Williams. He had 13 points. Perfect on the night. 3 of 3 in twos and 7 of 7 from the free throw line. Also double figures, Caden Brightheart had 12. He struggled early, but he had a fine second half. He finished with 12 points, as I said, 4 of 11 from the field, 2 of 2 from the free throw line. Garrett Giles also in double figures for the Wildcats. He had 10 points. He was 3 of 8 from the field, 3 of 4 from the free throw line. 6 points added by Raekwon Watson, 3 of 14 from the field, 0 of 1 from the line. 3 points for Shamar Green, 1 of 2 from the field, 1 of 1 from the free throw line. 3 points also by Price Davis. He hit a really clutch three-pointer there in the fourth quarter for the Wildcats. He was 1 of 2 from the field. As a team, the Wildcats were 15 of 40 from the field. They were 11 of 25 in twos, 4 of 15 in threes, and 13 of 15 from the free throw line. So as a team, Wildcats only missed 2 free throws tonight after taking 15. Now looking at the Bulldogs, they were led in scoring by Jamichael Blair. He finished with 19 points, 7 of 9 from the field, 3 of 5 from the free throw line. Also in double figures, King Hubbard. He had 14 for the Bulldogs. He was 5 of 10 from the field, 2 of 2 from the free throw line. Justin Nordine finished with 9 points. As I said, he had 6 going into that final 3.2 seconds. He finished with 9. 3 of 13 from the field, 1 of 2 from the free throw line. 3 points by Brody Smith, their big guy underneath. He caused us problems all night. He was 1 of 8 from the field, 1 of 2 from the free throw line. Also with 3 points was Drew Brilhart. He was 1 of 2 from beyond three-point line. As a team, the Bulldogs were 17 of 45 from the field. They were 10 of 27 in twos, 7 of 18 in threes, and they were 7 of 11 from the free throw line. Wildcats trailed at the end of the first quarter, 15 to 16. Then each team scored 10 points in the second quarter, so the Wildcats continued to trail by 9 as they trailed at half, 25 to 16. Third quarter was the big difference for the Wildcats. They outscored the Bulldogs 20 to 10 to take a 36-35 lead into the fourth quarter. And in the fourth quarter, the Wildcats had them until the final 3.2 seconds. Unfortunately, Bearden outscores them 13 to 11 for a final score victory for the Bulldogs, 48-47 over the heartbroken Wildcats.
Coach Aaron Green is about to join me here on a tough night of basketball here. Coach, there's no words that I can say to you, but I know how you're feeling. So much work, so much effort, and to come down to a play like that as your season ends on a three-point shot by their best player, statistically, in my personal opinion. Maybe not their best player tonight, but you know the great players are going to make plays in the stretch, and they did. And, Coach, I'll just get your initial thoughts here.
Excuse me, battling a little sickness. Just might as well go ahead and talk about the last play. We contemplated putting somebody on the ball, but didn't want to, get somebody coming loose. So we had one safety. called timeout. Pretty much, 10 was taking it out. Basically all you're trying to do is make them catch it down here, which we did. And I don't know how it happens, but nobody was on 10. And then when he gets it, had two guys run at him like there's 1 second. He goes right around them, two guys, and shoots a wide open shot. And we talked about just staying in front, not fouling a jump shooter, just staying in front, make them shoot a hard contested shot. But, we didn't get matched up, which I don't know how you do that. We come out, we contemplated on going zone. Of course, wish we would have went zone now. But like I said, he probably, if we went 2-3 zone, probably could have got a good look there too. But I don't know. That's one of the toughest ones I've had in my career. I can assure you that. It was.
Yeah, most definitely.
Tough.
I'm thinking back to the Clinton game when something like that happened, but that didn't mean the season came to a close. Especially with this group of kids. Now, let's go back to the first half. First, Coach. Obviously, Bearden's a really good defensive team. They defend really hard. You really struggled to knock down shots. In the first half. I think you were 0 for 8 or 9 from three-point range in the first half. Dug yourself a hole. I think at one time you were down 13 at one point. And I guess the best part of it is your guys didn't give up. That you made plays, you battled back, took the lead. But the first half, you just dug yourself such a big hole, and you had to keep fighting and fighting and fighting to the very end.
Yeah, we were. I got to give them credit. They did a good job guarding us. They were really clogging the paint. Didn't make any shots. Didn't make 1 3 the first half. And when you get to this point in the year, you're going to have teams that's going to guard you. And but we made a few adjustments there at halftime, and was able to. I thought we could get back in it. We got a couple stops and chipped away, and like I said, did everything we had to do to win the game. That's the frustrating part. It's it's not going to be easy. We got again a couple of plays. We foul with 2-point lead with 30 a minute to go. They make 2 free throws and tie it. If you get a stop, you make a miss, now you're probably shooting free throws. So that was a big part of the game as well. Then, we come down, had a minute to go. Obviously, we're going to take the last shot. I told our guys, come down, spread the floor, nothing but a layup. If you get in trouble, call timeout. I intentionally saved 4 of them till the end. Got it down to 20-something seconds, and I thought I was going to have to call another one. We had a play. Zion got what we wanted. Cooper, they cut Ray off, had a good action there, got him to the rim, got him in a scramble. Cooper made a great play and got the lead. I was a little disappointed they gave him 3 seconds. I thought it was around 2 something, but
I thought it was. I looked up and it was 2.4 is what
that's
I saw.
That's what I was thinking. So either way, but in situations like that, every second's big. But I wish I had an answer. I've been in those situations 1,000 times as a coach. I don't think I've ever had a team come out and not know who they're guarding in a region semifinal up 2 with them and on the other end. But they didn't mean to do it. It's part of it. It's just makes it even harder to swallow. But like I said, I stood in there after the game in the locker room. I didn't say anything. I didn't even know what to say. It's just very, very frustrating. It probably cost our team a state tournament appearance. Just being completely candid with you. And that one will go down as one of the toughest I've had in my career.
Yeah, it's one of the toughest ones I've ever watched, Coach. And I was saying it the whole time. Nordine is their best player. Nordine is their best player. We got to make sure he doesn't make a play, and he did. But let's talk some positives here. The comeback was really good. Down 13, they played hard. They fought hard. You started hitting shots. You started making plays defensively. I don't want it to be a end on a negative note here because it has been a great season. I know it's hard to think about that right now, Coach. It has been a fun season, but it's hard to get past that shot, though. It really is. And but it has been a positive season for.
Yeah, like I said, I don't. My opinion, success of a team is determined in postseason. And that's how we measure our success. We don't measure it based on winning 20 wins or winning our league. I'm proud of them. We did have a good year. We played a really tough schedule, and I'm just not a very good loser, David. I'm a sore loser.
No,
and but it's a great group of kids. It's like I told them, I didn't really have any words for them after the game. Other than I'm sorry. I talked about the last possession. I don't understand how we cannot be matched up. and then him go around two guys and shoot a wide open three. But again, nothing you can do about it now. It's just they made a play down the stretch, and we didn't.
4 seniors: Brennan Scott, Price Davis, Brandon Hayward, Caden Brightheart. Obviously, we lost Brennan back in December, but it's a really solid senior class you're going to be losing.
Yeah, they're doing a starting lineup. I hope you can hear me, but I'll kind of stall here and let this get done. But yeah, I mean, our senior, great group of kids. I think they're done now. Great group of kids: Price Davis, Brandon Hayward, Caden Brightheart, and Brennan Scott. One of my talks before the game was win this one for Brennan. It was one of the last things I said. Brennan was as disappointed as anybody in the locker room. But really good group of kids. They'll go a long way. They'll be positive. And this is tough, David. I mean, it's tough. Not just me, but all your players and coaches invest so much time and, tirelessly to put yourself in position to win in postseason and advance. And did everything we had to do. And just very unfortunate. And got to give them credit for kid making a play, making a shot. And it's just makes it tough. It's just a tough loss. One of the toughest I've had as a coach.
Coach, I know how hard it is to come up here and talk to me. I appreciate it. I appreciate you coming up every single game, win or lose. And I've enjoyed working with you again. And I wish the whole scenario would be different, but it is what it is. And thank you again for a fine.
Yeah, and like I said, I appreciate that. It's always easy to try to duck stuff when it doesn't go your way, but I wouldn't miss coming up here unless I got tied up or whatever. But appreciate what you guys do. We had a great crowd, great environment. This is what high school basketball is about. Just a very, very tough break. Like I said, to come back like we did, and for just my final thoughts, come back like we did, to have the game won, and for them to make a shot like that, and that's, have a little bit of a breakdown, obviously is disappointing, but can't go back and change it. Proud of our guys, heck of group of seniors, and we gotta regroup, and this will hurt for a while, David, no doubt. But got a lot of guys coming back. How much better they're going to get? We'll get better and put ourselves in position. Hopefully, finish one next year.
Coach, thanks a lot.
All right, thanks, David.
Wildcats defeated. My voice is gone. 48-47 was the final score. Let me get Mark back in here. Mark, Shauna Hayes have been with us the entire night. We appreciate them. Appreciate Ben George and Ethan Eubanks, who also joined us here. The Wildcats were defeated on a three-point shot. If you're just tuning us in, a three-point shot. They had 3.2 seconds to go the full length of the floor, and they come down the floor, and they hit a three-point shot, and the Wildcats lose the ball game, 48-47. And Mark, Coach Green, I know you couldn't hear it because it was very loud. We got the Bearden guys behind us here, but I have nothing but respect for them. They played their hearts out tonight. I have nothing but respect. I thought the officiating was good in the game. The Wildcats just gave up that final play, which was a backbreaker.
Yeah, it was. I don't know what Coach Green said about that final play. I believe you were going to ask him what the plan was, but it was so loud here I could not hear it. But
it was not good, I can tell you.
Yeah, it was just what a way to go down after you keep saying it, after coming back from 13 down, just claw your way back into it, take a lead. Did we ever have a 4-point lead? I know we had 3 points several times, but I don't know if we got 4.
I honestly don't remember, to be honest with you.
I don't think we got 4 at any time, but I tell you what, it's just heartbreaking. That's the only thing I can think of to say.
One thing I want to point out here, we have been on the air since football season, the very first game against Jefferson County. We've had a lot of football games, a lot of basketball games. We've had a lot of sponsors with us all season long. Not only are sponsors who have kind of sponsored the stream and paid the TSSAA, but in basketball, I really wish that people who might be still watching, who have listened to us all season long, will stop by and talk to our sponsors, because if not for them, we could not get on the air and especially on the stream, the sponsors you see at the bottom of the screen are basically our radio sponsors that have been with us all along. They just kind of bonus the stream. Fox Insurance Group, 10 Bank of Oak Ridge, Main Street Lofts, Washboard Wash and Fold, Jamie Brooks for Anderson County Chancellor, the Oak Ridge Utility District, Laura Lynn Green with State Farm Insurance, Mike Kelly with Betsy Coleman Realty, Knoxville Orthopedic Center, and plus all the people over the last 2 weeks that have sponsored our streams. And the TSSAA, as I said many times, all they want is money, and they charge $250 a game. And we had every single ball game covered by community members, family members, and I want to run them down as well. Doris and Dennis Johnson, they paid for the District 3 girls tournament. Eric and Holly Williams, along with John Jick, member of the 75 state championship team. We had Becky and Ronnie Hayes. We had the Scarborough 85 Monument Project and John Spratling to sponsor us. Alfred and Teresa Stevens sponsored last night's game, and tonight my friend Randy Myers sponsored the ball game in the final game of our season. We appreciate Brian Bennett all season long. He has been the engineer pushing the buttons the last 5, 6, 7, 8 years. I don't remember how many, Brian, but a lot of years he's been back at the station. He's my contact guy at the radio station at FM 92.7, FM 94.7, and I appreciate him. We've had a lot of different camera people all season long. Shauna Haste, Mark, obviously they kind of hold things down on the home ball games. I've had Ben George, I've had Caleb Riker, I've had Vashon Knowles, Ethan Eubanks, TJ Hibben, and I know as soon as I start talking here, I'm going to...
young ones you've had as well.
What? Cutler Green helped us out. Luis Rozondo, I believe, helped us out some. And I'm thinking back, John Ulrich, how could I forget John? John actually did our ground camera most of the season, and we appreciate him. I don't have anything much more to say. I've enjoyed my 40th year of broadcasting, Oak Ridge High School basketball.
So you started when you were 2, huh?
Yeah, exactly right. It's actually a little bit more than that, 40 on the radio, which is crazy. 40 years on the radio. Can you imagine that?
I cannot.
Yeah.
But I'm only 33, so.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy. Every time I think about it, I can't really believe it myself. So that does it for another year. I will be streaming. We will be trying to stream, maybe not me, but we will be trying to stream some of the baseball games this year on our Prep Radio channel. We're going to close it out here for Shauna, Mark, Ben, Ethan. This is David Clary. Final score, Bearden wins 48-47 until football season on the radio. This is David Clary saying so long.